Cash flow problems in China's real estate sector has some investors worried. They're concerned it could spill over into multiple sectors of the country's economy. Country Garden was China's largest property developer before this year, but it's now enduring a debt crisis, while one of China's top asset managers with major real estate exposure is also struggling. ZHONGRONG, a subsidiary of ZHONGRONG'S enterprise group, has missed some repayment obligations, prompting investors to protest outside of its building in Beijing. The state of these firms has fueled worries the country's real estate woes may affect its $57 trillion financial industry. It has also highlighted the potential of outsized exposure of China's $3 trillion shadow banking sector to the property sector. Gary is a senior economist at Natixis.
As long as the problem in the cash flow of developers are not solved, it's possible to see more credit events like this here and there across the shadow banking sector. So I think in general, it means that investors are likely to be more risk adverse, which doesn't really serve too well for the goal to actually help developers.
Since the sector's debt crisis unfolded in mid-2021, companies accounting for 40% of Chinese home sales have defaulted. Most of them were private property developers. It has led to many unfinished homes, unpaid suppliers and creditors. Those creditors are not only financial institutions, but also ordinary people who bought wealth management products linked to trust financing. There is very little liquidity left in both the equity and debt markets as investors and creditors now avoid the sector. With home sales already very weak, the debt crisis could delay the prospect of a recovery of both the property market and the broader Chinese economy. China's property sector accounts for more than half of global new home sales and home building. It is the largest asset class in the world, with an estimated market value of around 62 trillion. The Chinese government is yet to announce any bold stimulus measures to combat the issue.
I think we can all agree that freedom of expression is not limitless. Your words have consequences, your actions have fallouts. So the line must be drawn somewhere. The only question is where. So there are upgrades across the board. All three defense services are getting bigger and more lethal weapons. And this is the need of the hour. China's build-up on the border remains a concern, 38 months and counting. India needs better weapons to secure its front lines. So arms trade is just another source of income for them. And this is a serious setback in the fight against terrorism. All because of American callousness. So the stock rally is like a vote of confidence from investors. They are betting on India. They're positive about the India story. It's the government's job now to repay that faith. This incident once again highlights the role of social media and the internet. It's a double-edged sword, really. So tough times for the world. There is inflation, layoffs and pay cuts. But not for King Charles of Britain. Forget pay cuts. He's all set to receive a massive pay hike. What is offensive to one religion could be sacred to another. Europe must realize this. They keep lecturing the world about minorities, how they should be protected, how their rights and culture must be promoted. But at home, it's the exact opposite. People are burning the holy book of your minority group. And what is your response? You say it's freedom of expression.